Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. Today I wanted to share a fun take on a gatefold card that I made using the Crafter's Companion Wisteria collection. And this is the embossing folder, and I just cut it, kind of cut it down and then inked with some brown, or the very lightest brown, and then the purple ink around the edges. And then I cut it in half to kind of span the gatefold. And then when you open it, it opens like that, and you've got this beautiful wisteria on the inside kind of hanging down from the top with that gorgeous paper. And it stands up and it kind of bows out, even though it's really flat, just because you've got that card like that. But then it folds completely flat to mail. So kind of a fun take on the style on the card. And you could actually crease this if you wanted to have it fold out a little bit easier, but I liked it more kind of, as opposed to angled, I liked it more bowed. So pretty easy to make. Let me show you how it's done. So it's essentially a 6x6 card. And so you take a 6x12 piece of card and you score it 3, 6, and 9. And then you want to fold it like a gatefold, and then this piece needs to fold back. Okay, so you want to fold like that, almost like into a square. Okay, and then we're going to mat and layer are these two pieces, these 4 pieces, and then the 2 fronts of the gatefold. Okay, but before we put on our mats and layers, we've got to, well, I've got my mats and layers for the front, so I'll go ahead and put my front mats and layers on. This paper is from Papers by Michelle, Victorian Garden collection. It's just gorgeous, and this is another card that's gorgeous to show off beautiful paper, so I decided to use it. Okay, so there's my fronts. Now, before I put my mats and layers on the inside, I need to put that cross piece. So let me show you this. So this doesn't want to fold back. So I need to put in my little piece, because this is going to go underneath my mats and layers. Okay, so for that, I've got a strip of card that is 1 inch wide by 8 inches long, and then I scored it 1 inch from each side. So this is 6 in the middle, and you're going to glue that on essentially, with those flat, but with these folds kind of in line. Okay, so you can see that my score lines are lined up. So we're going to glue that in, and you can put it right at the top or down from the top. I'm going to put mine right at the top. So just put glue on those 1 inch tabs. And then put it, I guess I'm going to put it not right at the top, because my mats and layers are going to come down just a little bit, and I want it to cover up. So see, that's completely flat. But when you stand it up, you're going to get that bow because of this fold in the back being that way. And that's why I said if you wanted, you could put a crease there, but I'm not going to. Okay, and now I'm going to put my mats and layers in, and I've got 4. I guess you could put your center, it might have been easier to put my center ones in before I put that on, but you can do it just like this. Okay, and just make sure, like I had used 1 12x12, and so I've got my scene going together. So see how you can, as opposed to putting them in the wrong order. So let me mat this up, and I'll be right back with you. And you can see how those mats and layers just cover that strip, and that's why I put it down just a little bit, because I wanted it to be behind my mats and layers. Okay, so there's your card. Now it's just about decorating. Now this one I used wisteria from the Crafter's Companion Wisteria collection. On this one I decided to use fuchsias, and so I've got a bunch of little layered fuchsia flowers, and you basically just want to attach these onto this strip so that they hang down into your card wherever you want them to hang. Now, these fuchsias, I didn't want 3D fuchsias because I wanted it to fold flat. And the Crafter's Companion fuchsias I have are 3D. So these are actually from Memory Box. It's two separate dies. This one makes the larger ones and this makes the smaller ones. And they just make these little, it's kind of nice because it's like one die that cuts out all of the pieces at once. And so I just cut it all out of white and cardstock and then inked. And I'm just gonna start with some foliage. And you just want to be careful that you don't glue down so that you're gluing it onto this back piece. So keep your glue on the pieces that are actually on the upper card. And since this is going to fold this way, you don't have to worry about anything bending in the middle. So there's my card. Looks like that when it's standing up. Isn't that beautiful? Love those fuchsias. I think I'm going to tuck that foliage though behind. There. So my fuchsias really stand out. And then it closes up. And then to keep this closed, you might even want to make a belly band. So this was my intent. I was intending on using this on the front. I don't like that white up against that beautiful cardstock, so I think I'm going to do something different. But there's my card. Isn't that fun? It's kind of a different take on a gatefold, and really pretty way to show off beautiful paper and some nice florals. Now you could also put it at the bottom if you wanted your florals to be growing up instead of coming from the top. It's a great design for Christmas if you wanted to do baubles hanging down, Christmas baubles hanging down, or a wreath hanging down in the middle would also be pretty. So anyway, thanks for watching.